Hello, thank you for listening to the Fillet podcast. This is episode 184. I'm Grant Fierro here with Mike Medina.
What's up, dude?
What up? And we are here to talk about a handful of things that have gone down in skateboarding the past week. We got a couple video parts, some news, a crazy Thrasher cover that we would like to discuss.
Fuck yeah.
But to start us off, Heitor Da Silva, Adidas part. I think personally for me, Mike, you had just asked me before the show my favorite thing this week, and that was probably it as far as video parts for sure. There are only a few dropped, but I think he has a refreshing style, skates fast, loose trucks flowing around.
Fast as hell. I love it. Did you wait? Where's the first time you heard of this dude? He's pretty brand new for me, other than that like Bomba video or whatever the hell.
Yeah, he's been in a few Adidas things, so within the past 3 or 4 months.
So I can tell you that right now, the moment that I recognize him is that clip where he skates into that brick bank and then eats shit and slides across the fucking street.
Yep. Yeah.
That's the one. I don't know. And then I started watching the shit after that because that clip is so sick.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, it was just the past few months and those Adidas edits, and then they posted the other day that he had a part dropping, so I was pretty hyped for that.
Dude, I was really hyped on that when I saw he was dropping. I saw one that said dropping tomorrow, and I was just like, "Oh fuck yeah! That's sick, dude."
Yeah, it's tight. Quick, we haven't been super familiar with him for a while, so it's cool that
I like it. If that's a dude they're gonna get behind, I like seeing his footage. That's fine. That's totally fine with me. He's Palace, right?
I think. He was skating
sure he gets Palace
when I first saw his footage. I've seen him with cricket boards a couple times, and then I've seen him with numbers boards.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's Palace is what he's on now, or getting on, whatever.
Yeah, I think Palace is what I was reading around or checking and shit. It's a lot of Palace.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean hell yeah, that's a cool fit for them too, dude.
Oh, for sure, yeah, and it's another Adidas dude.
Yeah, this dude just added value to two different brands in two entirely different ways.
Yeah, and I think his skating is it's refreshing. It's very different than the way a lot of people are skating right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just like we said, his trick selection, obviously, wherever he got to travel for this video part, he skated a ton of really cool looking spots. The footage just looks rad. And I mean, to me, there's a few clips he does that wallie's off that ledge to back lip on the rail. He did back 50 and back lip, was so crazy. And he back 50 that rail that was it was two sets of stairs. There's a rail that was connecting him. And
where's he from?
I don't know. I don't know, but I think those cool looking spots and the way he skates really is to his benefit.
Oh, I agree. I think that he's definitely skating the right spots for sure.
And that song had a very fun, flowy feel to it to me, and that fit him perfect. That's exactly how he skates. He looks like he's flowing around having a good time. I mean, even the ender, he switch heels that gap, he half cab power slides down the whole bank, and then he goes up the next bank and just starts spinning.
I was waiting until we got to talk about the ender. That was so sick. You know how I am about sometimes the approach they take to the obstacle is almost just as good as the spot itself sometimes.
Yeah.
Case in point, Dave Mull when he fucking ran through the opposite side of that field to ollie into that thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Okay, yeah. Anyway, shit like that. I just appreciate stuff. A good setup is always tight.
Yeah, I mean, and for me, the second angle of that ender is so sick. Obviously, that switch heel is gnarly, but I love the way he landed the switch heel, just into that half cab and power slides down that bank. Just looks sick.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that was a sick part. I'm glad that it's got a shit ton of views too. So I'm glad that people are really checking this dude out.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be someone that we watch blow up pretty quick.
I agree, and like I said, he was definitely someone that I'm newly introduced to him, so to speak.
Yeah.
Which I'm fucking hyped on it. That's sick.
Mm-hmm.
I need some
for sure.
Right now.
For sure. And then so that was an Adidas part that dropped this week. We also had a Nike part from Matthias Torres, who I had never heard of before.
Never. It's his part from another part that they released, right?
It's his part from I think it's a full length homie video.
From a video. I didn't mean to say
some sort of local thing, but they just dropped his part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had never heard of him, didn't really know what to expect. And this dude is definitely super gnarly. There's a lot of like stuff that I thought was just cool in there, like some cool spots and stuff like that too. And then there's definitely him skating some big rails, jumping. He skated Hollywood 16, um, inward heel flip, which I actually wanted to bring up the inward heel because not long ago, Jeff DeCesare inward heel did, or I think in Thrasher, because it was in the photos in Thrasher.
Yeah.
And he inward heeled it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a little interesting. I mean, it didn't bother me, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was what?
Definitely an ABD with an ad already, so it seemed a little strange to put it as the ender.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that's a good point.
The initial thought that I had. It was just like, I mean, they could have put it in there, and I'd have no problem with it. To like,
the ender is a little weird.
Seems a little weird. That's all I'm saying. Seems a little weird. Seems a little like miseducated, I guess. Like maybe they didn't know.
Yeah, that's possible.
That was a good floater around the internet, though. I feel like a lot of people had eyes on Jeff.
Yeah, it was in Thrasher. It was in the mag, so.
And that, let's not forget that too, dude.
But this dude Matthews popped his so high.
Yeah, he blasted it. It was almost like, I mean, Jeff didn't, but it's still. I don't think it was pressure, in my opinion.
Jeff's was interesting to me because of like the way his feet cross. It doesn't like, I don't know. But I don't think it was a pressure flip. It was. I think Jeff did an inward heel, but the way like I would rather see a proper inward heel was the way that Matthews dude flicked his out, and the way his feet move apart from each other.
Like he's more than Chris Jocelyn's.
I don't know. I'd have to watch Chris.
No, Jocelyn's has the best one.
You think Chris is the best inward heel?
Probably. Like, dude, come on, Jocelynberg.
Yeah, well, yeah, he did on Wallenberg, of course, but.
Shit.
I don't. I'd have to see like exactly the way he does it versus the way this Matthews dude does it to choose which one I prefer. But I don't know.
No, Jocelynberg beats all, dude. You have to hold that thing in the air for so.
I'm saying. Well, are you talking about which one's gnarlier?
Sure.
What's your question? Oh, gnarlier. Yeah, I'm voting on Wallenberg because you have to go so fast.
All right, cool.
I mean, it's a 16. I'm not saying it's not insane, but yeah, I would say Wallenberg's probably gnarlier.
Keep it moving.
But who knows? I mean, Chris ghetto birded Wallenberg and Hollywood.
It's because he's the best one.
He's the best jumper in the world.
For sure.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I mentioned it briefly. Clive Dixon on the cover of the new Thrasher.
Yes. Fuck yes, dude. Fuck.
You are hyped.
Dude, this, other than Tyshawn, like it's, dude, I swear to God, I don't get like gassed up off like covers very often. Sure, I'll appreciate the photo more than anything. Like, fuck yeah, that photo's sick. Or like, maybe the spot will be super sick or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But is this the next one after Tyshawn, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Fuck yeah, dude. This is like the hardest fucking start to a Thrasher cover, like a year for Thrasher covers ever, dude. Fucking gnarly back to back. Super good photos, super dope spots. And like, dude, I've been on the fucking Clive Dixon train for quite a while, dude.
Yeah.
I think that dude is the shit. I actually have been speaking his praises since King of the Road a few years when he lip slid a 20 stair as a challenge.
That's true. That is
what
so
a motherfucker.
That rail was so deep too. Dude. Have you noticed recently, actually my friend Antonio pointed it out, on a lot of the Thrashers, I think like on Tyshawn's and on this Clive one, it just says Thrasher. It doesn't, you know how sometimes it'll mention like articles that are in it or like the interviews? Like at least some of the recent just have nothing. Like it's just super clean looking. It's just a photo and says Thrasher. And I think it looks so good. Yeah, and like just the colors on this cover look super cool. It's just like it's pretty much white, blue, and red.
I agree.
You see him way up there.
Yeah,
sliding a rail from a water container to or whatever that's huge.
So is it like paying homage to Jeremy Ray and the fact that it's like water container to water container type thingy majig?
I mean, I guess
exact same spot, but now with a rail there.
No, it's not the same spot because Jeremy's was a flat gap.
Right.
If I remember correctly. And this is like a handrail, like there's stairs that goes down.
Right. You're right.
But it could be like in the same area or something. I don't know. Regardless, that is like the sketchiest rail to ever be skated.
Yeah, dude. Literally, we talk about like a toe slide or like a heel slide slip out and you slam. Well, that's like a heel slide or toe slide slip out and you fucking die.
Yeah, I mean it's It's a board slide, which of course is going to be like the
But
safe.
you know what I'm saying, though. But
Oh yeah, no, you can still get body.
You could go forward.
It doesn't even, and you don't even have to think about like what could happen with. No matter what the logic behind a trick is on that, that's still regardless going to be scary.
Yeah, no shit, no shit.
Like you're rolling up that thing and you're looking down, and it's like we'll just leave it at that. You have to look at that. You have to look at the fact that you're like stories in the air. I'm excited to see the footage.
I was just gonna say, I'm just trying to see that footage. That's like my #1 thing right now.
I'd like to see how that went down. And once I see the footage, I'd like to see the rough cut. I want to see the attempts.
Isn't the birdhouse video on YouTube now or something?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
I've seen it on YouTube, but it could be.
Some post on Instagram that said somewhere like, like the Saturday's videos in full or something.
Oh, cool. Yeah, not to my knowledge, but yeah, definitely could be.
I'm gonna have to check on that.
Yeah,
it's one of those things of doing a live show where I didn't get to check my shit first. It just kind of came to mind.
Yeah, that's fine though. Atlantic Drift drops catfish clip #1. Tom Knox with a marathon line. One of the craziest lines ever. I'm gonna go and say it. Yeah, I'm saying one of the craziest lines ever. You could prove me wrong, and that's okay. But that line is insane.
Yeah, just like Miles, though, it was like there was this like thing in the back of your head the whole time you were watching it, where you're like, "Holy shit, he's still going."
Yeah, and I mean, it's crazy.
Wow.
There's so much.
Did you notice the spot? Did you recognize the spot? I didn't fucking never seen that before. So like, dude, that's the best part about it for me. It's not like you just.
But it's not even that to me. It's it's the spot, but it's that there's so much more than the fact. Like he did like an 8-trick line, but it's the fact that you think about trying that. Maybe you know how many times did he get to that last back 50 mess up and they have to walk like 4 blocks back to the top? And they really have to plan like that is. They really plan out that whole line so specifically, probably with how they're filming it and the different rails he's hitting and the flat ground trick. And like, I don't know, there's had to be so much communication with him and Jacob Harris who films that. Yeah, Tom Knox is amazing.
Yeah, we love that.
I want to give credit too to Jacob Elliott Harris. That's the dude that films the Atlantic Drifts. Like he does such a good job.
Sick.
And this had to be. I mean, like I said, I feel like they would have to have.
We love
probably took a while, talked about it, planned it out. What?
I say we love Atlantic Drifts too, huh?
Dude, they're so good. I mean, the only thing that bummed me out about this was I saw this Tom Knox line on Instagram, and I thought it was from like a new episode.
So did I.
But it was just they called it the catfish clip #1. So I don't know if it was like somehow isn't going to fit into one of the episodes or what they got going. Maybe they're just starting to tease something new.
I think they're kind of just they can do whatever the fuck they want. I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I am. I can
like
say that.
Like GX1000 or something that like I'm a very simple man. If I see those names, I will click those names.
You know, I will always click on Atlantic.
I will always click those things. Like I'm not gonna not watch that.
Yeah, they're some of the best videos that come out.
Serious, especially now when everything is a little bit like diluted, and I kind of feel like I know what I'm gonna get with certain dudes. Like I don't fucking know what I'm gonna get with an Atlantic Drift video. I don't know what I'm gonna get.
I actually last night.
Obviously, I'm gonna get hill bombs with a GX1000 video, but that's fine. Like I'm looking for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I rewatched multiple Atlantic Drifts just last night after thinking of this Tom Knox line again. It's like, dude, I want to go back and watch the Hippie Jumps one and watch the New York one and watch the SF one.
Yeah, the Hippie Jumps one is still takes the gold for me.
I think it's the sickest. I really do love every episode of that series.
So do I. That
the Hippie Jumps one is crazy.
Yeah, dude. I mean, dude, I still think Wade D has the best 9 Club episode. So, or man, Ishad and Wade are like tied for me.
Ishad's is great,
dude. That board breaking thing is still like just top of the line fucking comedy for me,
dude. And I loved in Ishad's him talking about. The whole twin tail thing and that he just throws his board down and goes.
I ride those twin tails often. They're great. I fucking completely.
But are you the same way?
Yeah.
I could not do that.
Oh, I love it.
So you don't care. I mean, I'd be down to skate a twin tail and try it out, but you don't care what is your nose or your tail.
Don't give a shit. Let's throw it down. Let's go.
What about your trucks?
But I am weird. Dude, I like pushing fakie like off my nose.
So then you do look.
I suppose.
I just feel like my back truck, my front truck don't feel the same, so it would feel so weird.
I haven't had a twin tail in, fuck, dude, since like August.
Yeah, Yeah, I've never skated one. I'd be interested to try one, see how it feels.
Try one out, dude. They're so sick.
Yeah, I'd be down to skate one.
You got to get one.
I loved hearing a shot talk about it. That's for sure. But and it did make sense when he was like, if I'm trying something gnarly. I think he said like maybe he talked about skating Hollywood High or something, or something high risk.
Half crook.
Yeah, something. Wait, no, Zion. Wait, what? Half cab crook?
Yeah, what did he do there?
I don't know. Zion half cab crooked it. I don't know what a shot did on Hollywood. He was talking about something. What? Maybe it was Hollywood, maybe it wasn't. But it was like if I'm skating something super gnarly, then like he wants to skate it one direction, like keep skating it the same or whatever, you know. Which makes sense. You want to know how your board feels if you can jump on a huge handrail or down a big set.
Is there a shot footage from Hollywood?
I don't know. I remember this is random that I remember this. In his push, there's him. They show him like getting mad there, like breaking a board, like he tried a trick and didn't get it on the 12. I don't remember a clip of a shot on the 16.
I can't either. I'm like really like sitting here struggling.
He's there. He's up skating it when Zion, or he was like on the session when Zion skated it. You see him up at the top, but I don't think he's had a clip that I remember.
Genuinely curious.
I don't know.
Why can't I can't recall a clip of a shot skating Hollywood for some reason.
Yeah, neither can I, honestly. And I watch a shot footage all the time. So either I'm really blowing it right now, or it just there hasn't been one.
Dude, it's a live show, man. We don't get to edit like these other motherfuckers, man.
That's okay though.
It's fine with me.
I like the live show. Stuff just pops up.
Bring on the shit.
You never know what's gonna happen. We could talk about something that happens right now, like the Women's Street League could end during this show, and we could say it live.
Yeah, that's true. I do like that. Yo, did you watch Next New Wave?
Shea Sandalford? The what?
Yeah, ledge guy.
He is a ledge guy. Yes, Bennett grind guy.
He does some crazy ones.
There is for sure.
I like it.
Definitely some crazy big spin Bennett. Some like maybe switch back 180. He hit something out of big spin Bennett.
Yeah, on that like ledge. So it's I know what
against the wall that everyone skates.
Yeah, against the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, he killed it. I've heard his name. I've seen him on Instagram. That's pretty much about it. So it was really
do you remember, dude, didn't he do something fucking crazy weird that I tagged you in not too long ago? It was like a frontside nose slide nollie heel to forward though.
I don't remember seeing that, to be honest.
Dude, I tagged you in it in like it was at Courthouse.
I don't remember, but it's possible.
He did like something
with hoops a lot, like Dr. Purple Teeth. So he has like
it may have been one of his videos, actually.
Yeah, it could be something like that. He's
Plan B guy, right?
Yeah, he gets Plan B boards.
Huh. Seems like they're gonna have to revamp pretty heavily here.
I think they're working on it. There seem to be starting to get some new dudes some boards.
It seems like they're pretty in getting in not desperation, but they're getting to that stage where who's their seller right now? Felipe?
Chris.
Leticia?
It has to be Chris.
Yeah, seller's got to be Chris Jocelyn.
It has to be. I bet so many kids love Chris and want to buy his boards.
If I was a 12-year-old kid, that was like my first instance of skating, I would absolutely want a Chris Jocelyn board.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of kids
for sure
rip out on his skating and want to buy his board.
I agree.
Yeah, I would say it's probably him. I mean, they obviously lost Tori not too long ago. I would imagine that was somewhat of a hit.
Like PJ is a pretty older dude at this point.
Yeah, and PJ's never been like the most relevant in terms of dropping footage all the time.
Yeah.
You know, but you only get PJ every so often.
Yeah, but within the last 2 years, I'd say we got a pretty decent amount.
Yeah, we've had some stuff from him. But it's weird that we haven't had, speaking of Plan B, like what was the last video thing they had?
True.
I know, but I don't remember like a web thing since then. Like I don't pay the most attention to Plan B, but I'm just saying, like I really don't. I don't remember like a Plan B tour video or like.
Oh God, no, I don't think so either. I think Leticia going pro was the last time they were probably all in the same room.
Not Trevor. Trevor McClung went pro after him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little strange, but yeah, I would imagine they would have to be working on some sort of
brands, though, dude. That you're like, these motherfuckers even know each other.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's what I think is sick is when dudes are always skating together.
like real. You can literally tell
a
if they
bunch
are
of them live
actually
together. They're
friends.
always out skating together.
Huh?
It's sick. I was saying, yeah, like a lot of the real dudes live together, or at least
Really
close.
strange thing. I actually just watched random Battle at the Barracks game of what you call it, Deshaun versus Robbie Brocco, and Davis is the judge, and he literally is just like talking shit to Robbie. It's funny.
That's the best. Yeah, those dudes are always out together. It's sick.
That kind of shit, dude. Like I need that kind of shit.
Yeah, it's the best. I think also another brand that does it super well, like the Primitive dudes are always out skating together. Weekend, yeah, always. That's so sick. It's just the coolest. It makes. I mean, I think it helps the company too.
There's
like
another one, dude. You know that you're gonna get like 5 of those dudes at the same time. I like that.
Yeah, and I think I don't know if like a lot of younger kids notice it or whatever. Maybe they do, but at least like for me, and I mean, you're saying the same thing as people that follow skating a lot. Like that just makes the company cooler. It's like, oh, those dudes are actually out skating together all the time, and they like hanging out with each other, and they're friends. It's just sick, and it's more relatable for everyone else that's out skating with their friends all the time.
Yeah, but you want to know what's even more sick, in my opinion, is the fact that all those Florida dudes are like ride for different brands, yet they all skate together.
Yeah, that is tough.
I love that. That's like the sickest shit to me.
That's rad.
Dude, it's so weird how heavy that Florida wave hit and how good they all are.
Yeah, they're still coming up.
It's fucking weird though. Like we've never
like how did it happen?
Some shit like that, you know? Like not since I've been like a fan of skating. Like we've had like New York dudes come around that are like, holy shit.
Yeah. But it's like it really is just like all these Florida dudes.
There's like 10 people that came into the game and are now either pro or are coming up quick as fuck.
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive, don't you think?
Can we try to list some of them?
I mean, we can think of 5 right off the top of the hand. One of them is already turned out.
Jamie Foy.
Zion.
John D-Lo. Zion.
Ish
Cepeda.
And he's about to blow up. Ish hasn't even blown up yet.
Yeah, I think when the whole Shane promo drops.
He is about to blow up. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm speaking
I don't think Kessler's from Florida. Christian Henry he's getting Death Wish boards. He just dropped a checkout.
Isn't Pedro from there too?
Pedro Delfino's from Florida.
And his sister.
Yeah, Fabiana Delfino.
Going up too, dude. She fucking
There's
ripped.
so many.
Yeah.
There really is so many, and it's crazy.
And they all came up in literally the same year, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, what?
Nikolai Piombo, that's getting, I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. He's getting weekend boards. That dude's from Florida. He's super sick.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, the more time we thought about it, the more names we'd have.
For sure.
It goes on.
I mean, the fact that you name those 5 dudes that we just named right out of the gate, and they're like kind of where the skate climate is at right now.
Yeah, those dudes have so much influence and drop footage all the time and are at the top of everything.
For fucking sure.
Tyson and Jamie alone.
Yeah, and I think John is changing the Manny game forever. People literally put him at the top of that list, or not the top, but you know, he's in the conversation now. He's doing shit that people never have.
John's the type of dude, like you could go to a spot, like you could see a spot, like that's the type of spot that John would skate. Like he could ollie over some crazy thing in a nose Manny. Like he has his own, in a good way, like dudes have their sick, right? Reynolds has his frontside flip, Mean has his heel flip.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd say John has. I don't know. Like John has crazy pop and crazy nose Mannies, like a combo.
Dude, I feel like the nose
crazy good nose Manny nollie flips.
No, that nose Manny drop nose Manny is like his.
That's his thing. Yeah, the nose Manny drop nose Manny is like if you see someone do that, you think of John.
I also think it's funny that those the Samba ADVs is like literally his shoe.
Yeah, like he's put on his story that like kids will tag him in their stories. Like got the John D-Los on.
I have some over there, and I call them the John D-Los all the time. Yeah,
it's super tight. Good for him.
That's fucking tight, dude. And it's like it seems like he's posting his enjoy boards almost every day.
Yeah, he's repping it.
I like that. You want to talk about a guy that deserves a home? He's like #1 draft choice in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree that he definitely deserves a home for sure. He's done everything you do to get that.
Yeah, man. And like he comes on to our shit, and like it's never bullshit. It's always exactly
a real dude.
Yeah, the realistic.
He's a real dude, and what I will always respect and just think is sick about someone that's coming up and skating like him is that he is so productive and just wants to go out and skate.
Yep, I like that.
Like he's not That dude is skating every day. He's put out so much footage, out filming, traveling when he can. Like, it's sick.
I like it.
That's rad. Well, moving right along, Mike. Actually, I do want to talk about this because I know you are so hyped on it.
Oh,
Mike Sinclair has an episode of Skate Hoarders on Trans World. You sent me the link. You told me to at least watch the last 3 minutes.
It's like it was literally a meme before memes were a thing, and now it's back, and I'm so excited that I hope a lot of people Google this fucking Larry Perkins shit, dude.
Larry Perkins. That's what we're here to talk about. So let's hear it, Mike. What is Larry Perkins?
Fucking God. Larry Perkins is Mike Sinclair's alter ego that he like used to go around to different trade shows or different he used to place a bunch of prank phone calls to companies and ask like when he's gonna get in the magazine or like when he's gonna get his box or like shit like that, dude. And like, dude, if you listen to it with your fucking eyes closed and you don't know it's Sinclair, you don't fucking know it's Sinclair. Like, he plays that role so well, bro. Like, it was literally like one of those things, like you know, like Jamal was like a meme before a meme. He was like a YouTube guy before there was YouTube people.
That's true. The YouTube thing is very true.
Exactly the same thing. It was like Whacking Ball came in and was like a total troll, right? Same thing. This is exactly that, dude. Like, he literally is just a troll, and it's like, please just fucking YouTube Larry Perkins, and you will.
I honestly, I feel like I should because I know that was Sinclair. I'm familiar with the whole thing, but I haven't. Like,
dude, it is. There's like three. There's like one of him at Agenda, where it's just like, oh my fucking God, dude. It's just comedy gold, man.
Wait, he's dressed up or what?
Yeah. He's dressed up.
Who was releasing these videos?
His fucking hat on. He's got it off to the side.
Who was releasing these videos?
I don't remember, dude. I think it was Ride Channel maybe back in the day.
Really?
Dude, these got to be like 6 years old.
I
remember watching these forever ago. Like when we were like 5 years ago. Oh, they're on Thrasher and Ride Channel. There's a high ollie, a good one. Dude, the Game Was Gay versus Chris Cole is good.
These sound
411. Yeah, that's the one I was actually referring to. If you just Google Larry Perkins, like one of the options is Larry Perkins skate, not Google, YouTube it.
Yep.
The one where he calls 411 is fucking great, dude.
Well, let's talk about the one that was in the Skate Hoarders.
Oh, where we talking about the fucking back nose blood.
He calls Trans World. He gets like a receptionist or somebody that answers. And she's like, what mag's he doing to speak to? He's like, Trans World. She's like, no, but like skateboarding, snowboarding, whatever, like skateboarding. And then I think she transfers in. He says how Atiba shot a photo of Costin Bagnose winning Bricktown. And Sinclair or Larry Perkins is like, I've been trying that for 3 weeks straight, like going there with a photographer. Like, how's Atiba just going to take Costin to do it?
The dude's like, your beef is with Costin. He's like, I ain't got no beef with no Costins.
Yeah, and he's like the dude's like, Atiba doesn't take people, tell him to do tricks. Like, you need to talk to Costin.
He's like, man, you gotta do that. He's like, man, now you gotta do a switch.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I can't do it, switch. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, if you want a good laugh, just go on YouTube and Google Larry Perkins skateboard and search Larry Perkins skateboarding, dude. It's fucking hilarious.
I'm excited to the next time I just have a minute to watch some stuff like that to look it up.
Back up. It's literally just him trolling around to people that don't know who he is. I remember there's one where he's just asking people for wristbands to get inside. Y'all got a wristband? Y'all got a wristband?
That's classic. That's good.
Yeah, it's real good, dude. It's real good. Man, Sinclair's the shit. And he talks about another thing that he hit on in that, which, I mean, obviously his skate collection, I think, is super rad. I feel like we've heard a lot of him talk about it on his 9 Club episode, though, no?
Yeah, he mentioned it for sure.
A lot of that shit, right?
Yeah, I think he did talk a lot about the stuff he's held on to.
But, what was I going to say? Where was I going with this?
Something that you were hyped that he had in his collection or...
Ah, shit, man.
Something from the Skate Hoarders. I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh, you're fucking up. Oh, where he talks about the Vice show getting canceled. Wait, what Vice show? Do you remember this was a while ago where he talked about it on, like, I think it was like Instagram. Maybe it might have even been just like a story, a quick little blur, where he talked about Vice picking up a show with him and Billy called Billy and Pink or some shit like that, right?
I didn't know about that.
That was a thing. That was a thing, but it never
Really?
never happened. It like never like actually came to surface ever, right? And he finally talks about it. He's like, yeah, they picked it up and then dropped it.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, dude. I think he
Sinclair has a great personality for that stuff.
Oh, he's the fucking back. Him and Merlino is just as good as him and Billy.
Yeah, him and Merlino is amazing.
Amazing.
So good. Oh, that's
I don't know. I like it. I like it. I think
sure.
Sinclair's the shit. I'm really trying to get some darkroom gear too. I got a few bills to pay, and then I'm gonna try to get.
That's what's up.
I want that long sleeve, dude. That thing is sick.
Support your boy.
Yeah, and it's Don Pendleton art. It's like you can't really go wrong there. Like it doesn't look whack.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a classic skateboarding art.
Yeah, dude, for sure. And especially like from my era in general.
Yeah.
Like cool, dude. Fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Dane Vaughn and Windsor James.
This I didn't know about.
I just found out momentarily before the show.
Gotcha.
I guess they've both been removed from the team page on Supra, as well as Windsor on Instagram was skating in some Vans, and I think it was what was Dane wearing? Like Reeboks or something. Yeah, which is the Dane thing is the more surprising of the two to me because Dane had a pro shoe not very long ago. Sometime maybe early 2018, around a year ago or something. Yeah, so, but at the same time, Supra is like it's been kind of all over the map. We've seen so many changes. K-Swiss bought them, and it's like you don't know what you're going to get from Supra at this point.
I couldn't tell you anyone on Supra besides Spencer.
Greco, Spencer. Clint Walker's on there.
Look it up, dude. Look it up. I'm actually curious now.
You want me to go to their team page?
Yeah, I'm like really curious. I'm like what?
I don't know.
Kind of drawing a blank.
I know Clint Walker got added.
But Greco's also almost 40 and I mean not the most skateboarder these days.
They did have footage come out recently though.
I'm not hating. I love Greco, dude. It's Pardon Baker 2G, shaped who I am. I'm just saying, like.
Oh, they have Lizard, Sasha Daly, Oscar Condon, D. Ostrander, Tom Penny, Muska.
Interesting.
That's addition to who we already said. Clint Walker, Spencer Hamilton, and Greco.
It's an interesting squad.
It is.
Lizard's been very productive.
Yeah, I did have a video part not very long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Spenny's been dropping plenty of footage.
Bangers.
And all those grand edits. He had that super part for his shoe, the elevate part.
Bangers.
Yeah, Spenny's great. Spencer is so sick.
Oh, yeah, Clint Walker did have some fucked up footage of him skating that, like, out rail that was, like, glass or whatever.
Yeah, they had a super, like, a tour thing not that long ago, and he was in it. I think it might have been the Tour 4 Spencer's shoe.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I was going to say.
Yeah.
Was it
like the Elevate Tour or something.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. As far as, again, one more kind of, like, news topic. The Evan Smith's currently on an indie trip. I think they're down in Australia with a bunch of dudes. And I did see a screenshot someone took of him skating a crooked board, which last week we actually kind of started this whole talk about Evan if we think he's going to leave Element or where he would go.
The coolest shit.
What is?
Him, if he were actually on crooked, like if
that would be pretty amazing.
Board, fuck yeah, dude.
That would be so rad.
I would love that.
That would be sick.
I don't know. That'd be a pretty seamless fit, don't you think?
Yeah, I could see it. I could see him fitting that company. I know. I mean, it just from again, like kind of like an outsider's perspective, the way that Crooked and the team is, it seems like it's very much based on like those dudes kind of agreeing that you're on and stuff like that. It's not a huge team. We don't see people get added to Crooked all the time. So I think a lot of it is about really how you mesh with those dudes.
Yeah, I like that.
Which, yeah, is super rad. I love that. So I'm not sitting here thinking like 100% he's going to be on Crooked. No, I don't know. But to me, it was more so of a sign that I do think he's leaving Element.
I agree.
I'm not convinced that he's going to skate for Crooked. I think it's sick. I would love to see him skate crooked boards, and I think that's cool.
I wasn't convinced at first, but now I'm fully convinced.
Yeah, it was more of a convincement to me that I still think that he's leaving Element. and I'm still not positive where I think he'll go. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But I think, again, like I mentioned last week, that we're going to see multiple changes. Sorry, what?
Him on Crooked would be super cool, man.
I bet him and Gons could have some rad stuff together.
Oh, man, that would be the coolest.
Yeah, it would be sick.
Would you not? You'd for sure want an Evan Crooked board. Are you kidding?
Of course. Evan is one of a kind.
Yeah, but you don't want you don't want an element board.
No.
You want a Crooked
personally board. Not, but
I'm just speaking in your opinion.
Yeah, but yes, I would skate an Evan Crooked board. I would skate an element or an element board.
Out of a Crooked Evan board though.
I never skated a Crooked board, so if that happened, that'd be my first one. Nah, I have like Crooked hats stuff. I never.
Oh, it's wild, dude! It's so sick. Really?
I like Crooked. I'm not denying that. I just told you I rock Crooked stuff, but I would just skate real boards.
Yeah. Before we like even any of that, like that's what I was buying.
I've bought plenty of real boards, but I've never bought a Crooked one.
No, I mean Crooked boards. Is what I'm saying. Like that's what I was buying.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember you skated a bunch of Crooked boards.
Yeah, Brad Cromer was usually like the go-to choice.
Cromer, I think Cromer. Sorry to slightly switch the topic.
Oh, you're good.
But when his name gets mentioned, he really has the best flip tricks.
Oh, he's that dude.
He has the best flip tricks.
He's that dude.
He's so good.
We all know that, man.
You know what I loved? A few weeks ago, maybe a month, something. They did. I think he put it on his Instagram. What's the Instagram like YouTube thing? Instagram TV, IGTV.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
He put together all his clips from his story from whatever months or something, and it was like a 5-minute edit of just all his like stuff from the story. Was so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Dude skates so fast.
Yeah, and like literally skates like with his head down, like power.
I don't know how he has that much pop.
It's gnarly. Yeah, he's the shit. And I feel like Huff better find a way to stay a shoe company because these dudes, I don't know like where else they're gonna be going.
The craziest thing to me, if what we've heard is true, the rumor going around that Huff is gonna kind of like cut the team, the shoe program's gonna stop, whatever. If that ends up happening, the crazy thing to me is like the dudes that just got introduced, like that's a bummer, you know? I mean, you look at someone like Solomon Cardenas, he's on weekend, he left, whatever happened with Nike, however it went down, he was on Nike, he was going on trips, and then he left Nike and he was on Huff, he just got introduced.
Man, I'm really bummed. I don't even wear Huffs. I used to wear Huffs actually pretty often, but I'll be bummed if that really happens. That'll suck, dude.
Yeah, for sure. And they have a really cool team. There's a lot of dudes that are then going to be like floating around looking for a shoe sponsor.
Right, and I don't see those dudes a lot. I shouldn't say a lot, but I don't see some of those dudes finding a home anywhere else. Personally.
Yeah. It would be interesting to see where some of them would end up.
New Balance or Cons.
Or Vans. I think some of them could skate for Vans.
Like Vans, the allure of Vans seems strange. Like, who do they even add anymore?
I don't know, but I could see some of those dudes skating in their shoes.
Oh, for sure. I could see all those dudes skating in those shoes.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I would love if it does happen, I would love to see Austin Gillette on Converse. I could tell you that much.
Yeah, that'd be sick as fuck. That seems pretty
such a good fit if that happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
I don't know where Pedro? Like
Vans has Pedro, yeah. They have a good amount of AMs.
Justin Henry.
Mm-hmm. Cater. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Huff has had great video projects in the past year, I'll tell you that. What?
Does Vans have a team page?
On their website?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can look it up for you.
That seems outrageous if they do.
Why? Because it has to be so big?
Pages long, continued. Just keep clicking.
If I Googled Vans skate team and a Tumblr page actually pops up.
Oh, Lord, that's cringy.
And it has some of the dudes.
Huh.
I think it's just the pros maybe. Yeah, either it says like pro or legend. There's no AM.
Cool.
Man, there's so many dudes that are on Vans though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The list would have to be huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's honestly, Mike, unless you got something that's popping into your mind, we didn't have the busiest week in skateboarding, so that's pretty much
stuff, though.
Yeah, there was good stuff, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, I don't know if there's a ton else to discuss. But if we're wrapping this up right now, before we do that, I would like to check if the Women's Street League, if they have crowned a winner.
There's like 35 people in the stands.
35. It did look fairly empty when I looked.
Fairly? Come on, man. Use a better word than fairly.
Okay, it was looking pretty empty.
Ghostly out there, dude. Ghost town.
Standing Super Crown final. Oh, it did end. A girl named Aori. As long as this is the final, that's what it looks like. It's over. And it says Aori Nishimura got first place.
Yeah, she rips.
From Japan. Leticia second, Lacey in third.
All right, good. That's cool.
Yeah.
I've never heard of her, so that's cool. At least we got.
I haven't either. Yeah, which is always rad to see. Oh, is there another attempt? They're showing Alexis Sablone. Oh, it's not over. They have. I think everyone has one trick left. Yeah, they do. So that's the standings as of now.
Oh wow.
And then I know after this wraps up, they have the men's contest as well. Where, Mike, do you have any sort of prediction who you think is going to take the win for the men's?
I have no idea.
I haven't watched any of the street league.
I am not skating, so
but
choose him.
I'm going to go ahead and say Yuto for the 4-peat.
I was literally going to say I'm going to go with probably Yuto or Nija.
I'll go Yuto. Yuto's sick.
Yeah, he's the shit. I've been saying that, man. You know I love Yuto.
You have been backing Yuto for a long time. I'm excited to see the footage Yuto comes out.
What, Shane brand? I want to see that shit too, dude.
Yuto on that? It's going to be sick.
Yuto-ish and Shane. I hope that's the initial 3 that we get.
It's more than that.
I know it is, but I just want those 3 footage.
I think they're going to be there. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Shane's going to be there. And the others will probably be there too.
Oh, dude, I'm Ish Cepeda 2019, man. He's gonna rip this fucking.
That's your boy. You're hyped on Ish.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You're both heel flippers.
When I get hyped on people,
he's got great kickflip tricks.
They always blow up, bro.
Every dude you get hyped on blows up.
Every single one. Do the fucking research. Go back and watch the episode. Everyone I'm hyped on.
Wow. All right.
Marcos Montoya and him, bro. Those are my ones. Those are my names.
Marcos is for sure on the way up too.
Watch, dude. I'm telling you, those are the ones. Oh, and Daniel Scales. That's my boy.
Daniel's coming up for sure. Skate Fillet
alumni.
Yeah. We need to get him back on here when he drops his next part.
Oh, it's a for sure thing.
We've got to do that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's really all we got for episode 184. We will be back next week for 185. Hit us up. Anything we need to check out, something we forgot to watch, anything like that, hit us up here or on Instagram, and we will get back to you and make sure we talk about what you guys want to listen to. Peace.
Yeah.